Okay, so before you go into the comments and type out 3 paragraphs that don't make sense and literally are going to contradict what I'm about to tell you, because what I'm about to tell you is the truth, the MCU is Earth 616, whether you like it or not, but it's also Earth 199999. So let's put an end to this stupid argument and listen to me for a couple of minutes so you understand this. So we're going to bring up a couple of things in here. So I'm going to have a simple explanation here that's going to be so basic, everybody can understand it. By the end of this video, you're going to go, oh yeah, that makes sense. It is both of those universes at the same time, and also it's not. So let's get into this. So just so we're all on the same page, this is the multiverse, right? Here it is. Look at how majestic it is, flowing and splintering and spinning off into so many things, right? Well, the good news here is we know that this contains the entire Marvel multiverse. It's all here, and it will continue to grow and expand and, be far-reaching. Infinite amount of possibilities. But now the big one is the 616 universe, and for this, we're going to get back to basics. This is the 616 universe. Classic Marvel Comics, even though this version that you know is technically the second version of the 616, but we're going to leave that because that's pre-Secret War stuff, pre-amalgamation and soft reboot and establishing a new canon and everything. Again, for all intents and purposes, this is your 616 we're talking about that everybody knows. Okay, so now that we know that this is Earth 616, this is also Earth 616. Now, I know what you're saying. Let me get to it. Yes, in the brand new Spider-Verse trailer, Miguel mentions that the universe that the MCU takes place in is 199999. That's correct. Before you start saying, but I mean, you just admitted it. Stop typing out the paragraph. Hold up a second. Let me explain. Calm down. It's like a 4 or 5 minute video. You'll be alive, all right? You'll be good. Hold up a second. Hold up. We got to jump all the way to Multiverse of Madness. So we have Dr. Palmer over here, and she tells Doctor Strange, our Doctor Strange, who ends up in the Illuminati version of the multiverse, that the Earth he comes from has been designated 616. But now you're going to say she's wrong, and she's not. Now let me really explain this in the simplest way possible. The MCU just found out about the multiverse with Loki, and it took till WandaVision and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness for core members to find out that the multiverse really exists, that it's a real thing, that they can travel into it, and that there's infinite possibilities out there. Listen to what Palmer says. Listen to it carefully, 300 times. I don't care how many times you listen to it. They charted the MCU as Earth 616. That's why they designated it. But guess what? We got to go back to Spider-Man No Way Home. Remember how nerds on the internet were upset that MCU Peter Parker was Peter 1? And everybody was like, that doesn't make sense. It has to be Tobey Maguire. He has to be Peter 1. No, he doesn't. Because from our perspective, from our Peter, he's the primary we follow. And then they get numbered in terms of how we discover them. Does that make sense? So when the Illuminati world is charting universes, when they stumble upon the MCU and see it, they go, hey, in our numbering, which one is that? They go, oh, that's 616th. Perfect, mark it down as that. Which means that in some other universe, whenever they discover the multiverse, they are charting their own multiverse. And when they stumble on the MCU, it might be Earth 199999, or it might be Earth 308, or it might be Earth 762. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Every single multiverse in the MCU that finds out about the multiverse is going to designate theirs as Earth 1 or as the primary. And then everybody else gets a different designation according to discovery. So MCU is Earth 616, it's Earth 199999, and it's also every other possible number you could toss out there, because nobody is going to sequentially discover every single multiverse the same way. Not every part of the MCU multiverse discovers the comic universe and names it 616, and they didn't discover it in the same way. Does that make sense? Am I making sense here? Am I like talking some sort of Cantonese or something and everybody doesn't understand what I'm saying now? And nerds on the internet are freaking out over a stupid number that literally doesn't make sense? See what I mean? It's an infinite universe. It's not all discovered at the same time, and it all flows. So when you have another universe, let's say the Tobey Maguire universe, right? Let's use that for example. Well, he just now learned about the multiverse. So he's going to go back, and we know Doctor Strange exists in his multiverse because guess what? It's mentioned in the trilogy, right? Maybe he's met Doctor Strange and he tells him, and Doctor Strange goes, well, we got to map it. Guess what? The MCU will be Earth 2 because their Earth will be Earth 1, the primary, and Toby's traveled to another one, which means that's Earth 2. And now Doctor Strange knows about this, or maybe he's already discovered it, and he goes, actually, Peter, I want to keep this from you. It's not Earth 2. That's Earth-999. See what I mean? Okay, I hope I made this very simple for everybody. I can't make it any simpler. Honestly, I can't.